4 paintings of 4 sculptures painted on oils on canvas, and collage, gold leaves, and a lot of mixed tech. Everything is roped, tortured, and pressed into a box, made by several raw frames in wood connected with nails. Each painting is a double side of itself, and the meaning of those 2 works are like a metaphor about survivors of any kind of violence, trying to express the dark side of the suffering of the people who was a victim of any abuse. The experience I've been living in all my life about mankind makes me all the time to interrogate and ask myself about the rights of the people, the peace in societies, the happiness that of all of us deserve, and sometimes in an abrupt way is cut by the action of someone who thinks that they have the right and power over others, using them to their own pleasure, sarcasm, hate, objects, or thing to be used and dropped away without any kind of empathy, consideration, or any love. When I was a kid, I witnessed violence being accepted and tolerated by the system. I also was a victim of an enormous psychological and physical abuse for some years, perhaps too much time for a child in a school. In those days, I all the time was thinking, in a way to survive to what I was exposed to, thinking all the time that eventually that time will pass. And perhaps when I grew up, I could help and be part of any way to help someone that suffers cruelty and all the kinds of victims of violent circumstances. I remember quite well when I was 7 or 8 years old, thinking to myself, I'll never do that bad things to anyone because it makes me feel so alone and unhappy, almost without a beam of light, of hope. Of course, all my life is now a reflex about my childhood. And even when I was a little kid, through colors and painting, everything was my way to create my own inner worlds. It was the path I found to save myself. The courage of the victims to continue to live is how they are able to sublimate their horrible experience and take care of those wounds in a perspective exclusive that the only way to survive is to transform the nightmare in something that makes sense, and eventually through it create something useful and positive for themselves and the others. Usually these people who are victims, and if they really can overcome through it, they are the best examples of humanitarian solidarity people in the world. All my work, the colors, the shapes, everything is about life. Hope, happiness, sharing, empathy, caring, and more than anything, love. That is what I've tried to do all time in my life. To survive through positive actions, helping myself, helping others. At least I've tried it all the time. So my work is me. My work is the other. My work is for sharing hope and a moment of a happy look at my paintings. That's my only goal. Nothing is more fulfilling than to see someone smile when he's looking at painting I did. The important thing is the present and how it builds the future and supports the past. And I do really hope that through my work, people can talk about my worries, their worries, fears, nightmares, suffering, etc. Because that's the answer to sublimate the suffering. I wish you all the best in life. Miguel Barros.